And here we go.
What's up, true believers? My name is Mike from the Super Wheeler Bros. So let's talk about Thor Ragnarok. The latest entry into the MCU was directed by Taika Watiti, whose previous credits of note include The Hunt for the Wilder People and What We Do in the Shadows. Thor Ragnarok is essentially blending a few major Marvel stories together and sees Thor imprisoned on a distant planet called Sakaar, where he is forced to compete in a gladiator-style fight to the death with the Hulk, and the goddess of death Hela returns to Asgard to wreak havoc across the 9 realms. What the biggest success of Ragnarok is that it does for Thor what the Winter Soldier did for Captain America. What do I mean by that? Well, as with Cap, before this film, yeah, Thor was cool and enjoyable, but this film just raises everything to a new level. It injects Thor with a major makeover's worth of fun and likability and simply reinvigorates the character. Gone is the brooding side of his persona. It's like this time around they realized the ridiculousness of Thor's comic counterpart and played on that fact, almost making him much more of a lovable doofus. It deconstructs everything we knew about Thor. His hammer? Nope, that's gone. His macho sense of right and wrong? Well, now we're going to play that for some comedy instead. The heart of the character, though, remains intact. All of the family struggles that he has with his father and brother, it's all played in an excellent and refreshing way. You always have critics talk about an actor that steals the movie. You have been hearing it about this one as well. That doesn't exactly happen because everyone is stealing this movie. There isn't one piece of the ensemble that stands above the others for me because they are all fantastic. Tessa Thompson as Valkyrie is a major badass and a worthy and much more interesting potential love interest for Thor than the not even mentioned Jane Foster. Jeff Goldblum is absolutely hilarious as the Grandmaster in a role that is only a slight exaggeration of his own eccentric personality. I'm sure you, as well as I do, could watch him just do the, yes, but, yes, all day. You can just watch him do that all day. Mark Ruffalo is once again unreal as both an out-of-sorts Bruce Banner and a hilariously childish Hulk. Cate Blanchett as Hela gives us a villain that actually has some teeth for once in an MCU movie. Very surprising. Even Taika Watiti as Korg is wonderfully placed and fun. Tom Hiddleston is once again a delightfully fun foil for Thor, and Chris Hemsworth looks like he is at his most comfortable here, and he gets to display his great comedic timing and charm, which he has shown that he is more than adept at. Everyone here is amazing. This is definitely one of my favorite Marvel releases. This movie has anything you could want in a superhero movie. It's fun and likable. The action sequences are badass adrenaline-filled rides, and the landscapes are fully fleshed out and beautifully shot, with copious amounts of color. Some of the action set pieces were truly breathtaking. You actually get a couple of amazing sequences featuring Immigrant Song by Led Zeppelin. It's not just a trailer song that just was thrown away. This song actually exists in the film, and it is awesome. You actually get to witness Thor be the god of thunder. By taking away Mjolnir, Thor's crutch is gone, and thus he gets to open up his full arsenal of badassery. By turning many of our expectations of what we are used to seeing in a Thor film upside down, it allows for everything to feel more fresh and is consistently surprising. Thor's been considered one of the weaker entries in the MCU, and while I find them perfectly enjoyable, they are on a lesser playing field than some of the others. Ragnarok is without a doubt the best Thor movie, and in the top echelon of MCU movies in general. A lion's share of the credit here has to be given to Taika Waititi. He has said that 80% of this movie was improvised. Now, I don't 100% believe that is exactly true, given just how carefully constructed and crafted this film is, but given just how dynamic each character interaction is, his claim that he and his actors came together for each scene to create something truly special, it's easy to believe this with the interaction each scene has displayed between its characters. This movie is just so damn enjoyable that I forgot that I was watching a movie. That is so rare. That is so rare. It's not as common as you think. It's hard to find a film that makes you invest and allows you to live in its world to a point where you just feel like a fly on the wall. It's so easy to enjoy being wrapped up in this movie. I always say I can judge a movie like this if it makes me feel like a kid again. It is extremely rare, as I said, that a movie truly does this, and Ragnarok did this for me. As far as issues go, yes, there is a ton of jokes. Perhaps even a few too many. The issue isn't the volume of the jokes, it's just where they're placed. Instead of having a serious moment, they instead chose to incorporate a gag instead in many instances. Don't get me wrong, in 90+% of the time, it's flawless. It's such a minor nitpick and doesn't impact the experience or enjoyment in any way, it's just worth a mention. Also, Hela. Her character does, only a lot of the time, function as an expositional prop rather than a fully fleshed out character, filling in much of the backstory populating Ragnarok. Again, not a huge deal, and not a deterrence or a hindrance for enjoying what this film has to offer. This movie is simply a blast. I'm going to give Thor Ragnarok a 9 out of 10. Again, this movie is a laugh-a-minute adventure thrill ride, and I enjoyed myself immensely. And while I'm at it, don't forget the amazing electronic score. It is awesome. Probably one of the better MCU scores to date. Tell me what you guys thought of Thor Ragnarok in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching this. You guys are truly the best. My name is Mike from the Super Wheeler Bros, and as always, my friends, have yourselves a super week.